Hello there everybody, welcome to a little Olexa look. Today we take a look at SNKRX or SNKRX or the medical snake, whatever you prefer to call it. This is a little indie roguelite Autobattler that you can find on Steam. I'll have a link to it in the description down below. This game is like $3 on Steam, so super cheap and surprisingly deep in terms of the content that's inside of it. So the nature of the game is pretty simple, right? It's a snake roguelite, so the classic snake game that you used to play in your browser. Hell, you can still play it in the Google browser. It's your simple snake game, but you're auto-attacking enemies based on a build that you create. So it kind of has that Autobattler style that has been taking over, the roguelite genre here this year. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Autobattler style. However, this game kind of, it does it a bit differently in a way that I actually really like. So I want to show you guys it. I think this game has something special going on. We played it on stream a couple days ago, and as I was editing the stream VOD for it, I went, you know what, dude, this game deserves for me to have a little full Olexa look video on it. So that's why I'm here today. So we want to combine like heroes to level them up. So for instance, this is a swordsman, right? Deals 11 damage in an area, and then deals an extra 1.65 damage per unit hit. If we get 3 of them, then we get a level 2. If we get 3 level 2s, we get a level 3, and you can see that the damage then increases with each of these. So 11 to 22, 22 to 88. So big damage, right? Big number. It's a big number game for sure. But on top of that, you also have where heroes of the same class unlock passive abilities about that class. So the warrior class gives defense to allied warriors, but only if you have heroes that are warriors. So you need to have 3 of them filling up a column to then get whatever that upgrade is on the left. If you don't understand this, don't worry, it's going to make sense in a little bit. You also get interest per 5 gold, up to a maximum of 5. So we never want to save more than 25 gold, more or less, but it'll make sense when we get into the game. So we start. This is our basic screen. Shop, we have 2 gold right now, so we can choose what we want to buy. I'm going to buy a Vagrant to start. So the Vagrant has 3 classes that it's associated with. A Psyker, a Ranger, and a Warrior. Shoots a projectile that deals 13.2 damage. Give me him. And then we're also going to take this Archer. So shoots an arrow that deals 12 damage and pierces. Happy day for me. We could take this Arcanist, slow-moving orb that launches projectiles dealing 13 damage. I'm just not interested, and the reason why, I look at the Archer, and you can see here it's flashing 2 green in our Ranger column. So when we buy him, we're going to get another on our green. Now when we get a 3rd one, then we have an 8% chance to release a barrage on attack to allied rangers. So that, is just a little bonus. So let's take it. Right, let's take it. I also should note that I am on a harder difficulty than what you will be on when you start. Every time you win, you have the option to play at a difficulty higher, and then that also allows you to make your snake longer. So at the beginning, you're allowed to have 7 different pieces of your snake. Now we can have 8. We can go +1, but the game gets a little bit harder. So I won my first run of this. I expect to probably get my ass kicked here today, but we'll see. So now that we're in game, we can move with A and D, and our guys will auto fire at these enemies. So that's where the Autobattler component comes in. They're doing what we bought, right? They're doing the Ranger damage and the Vagrant damage that we saw, but I'm not controlling where they shoot. I'm just controlling where they move. And that's why I like this game a little bit more than some of the other Autobattlers, because I actually have a bit of control over it. So this is like a really, really great situation for me, because we have another Vagrant and we have another Archer. So in my eyes, we just take those. We just take those. So now you can see we have 1, 1, 1, 1. This does not mean that we have 2 of each. We're still only going to have 2 units when we get in. But what's going to happen is if we get another one of each of these, they're going to upgrade to a level 2. And then they're going to do more damage, and it's going to be great. So we're chilling big time. The early game in SNKRX is a little slow. That was also a terrible hit by me. Our units do have health. Ow. You can see that they have a health bar in the bottom left. The bottom bar of the unit is their charge time. So whenever that goes all the way up, we can see them shoot. But the bar above that is their health. So we are completely fine on their health. And even if the unit dies during combat, it comes back in the next shop phase. So you never really lose a unit permanently forever, which is good. And like I said, these early phases, I mean, you don't want to get too cocky and just slam your body into the enemies, but we definitely could slam our body into the enemies if we wanted to. I also, because I know you guys are going to go crazy if I don't turn it off, I'm going to turn off the screen shake and the screen movement. Some people complained about it on stream as well, and I can't deny it looks way better. I hate screen shake. So, Archer. Bang. Beautiful. Now our Archer does 24 damage instead and pierces. It's like really good, right? And then if we bring him to level 3, he also gets a bounce shot. So the arrow ricochets off the wall 3 times, which is pretty sick. Now, do we want a scout? The scout throws a knife that deals 13 damage and chains 3 times. And then the bonus for rogues is a chance to crit to allied rogues. So we kind of have to, if we're going to go scout, we want to build into rogues. And I'm not really sure I care enough. So I think I'm actually just going to continue to the next one here. And there's 25 rounds that we go through. So we are going to be here for a little bit. But that's fine. Here's the thing with Autobattlers, right? I don't really have to focus a whole heck of a lot besides during the shop phase, right? It's kind of, you get your adrenaline rush during the shop phase by re-rolling, trying to get the units that you want. But then the actual combat is not overly difficult and taxing to the brain. The taxing part is figuring out, what strategy you want to go. So these auto battlers, it's a really new genre, right? It's a really new genre in 2021. There weren't a lot of these kinds of games in the past, and the roguelite auto battler genre really has taken over. I think Loop Hero was kind of a big start to it, but there were a ton of games that were in development, obviously, before Loop Hero even released. But I feel like that's the one that kind of got a lot of these games to take off in popularity, because Loop Hero captured they said, hey, let's do the auto battler thing, the similar to the Dota auto chess and TFT. So let's see here real quick. We get a little upgrade, 25% AoE. We don't do any AoE right now. Healing effectiveness, or enemies spawn with less max HP. I think I'm just gonna go for that. It's a little boring, right? But I'm okay with it. Let's grab 2 more archers, dude. I know it's a little dumb, but I kind of want to go for it. I don't think we need an arcanist. Arcanist. I don't know what the correct pronunciation is there. But I think we can afford to just save a little bit of money right now. I'm not sure. We're not making any interest right now. But we can hopefully get some good units here soon. We also, that green enemy makes those other enemies speed up. But no, there was obviously the auto battler genre existed and was popular. Like TFT is a crazy popular game. The Dota chess was a huge thing for a while, but we never really saw it diverge from the normal kind of style that it was in. Let's get this launcher, dude. Why not, right? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why not. All nearby enemies are pushed after 4 seconds, taking 22 damage on wall hit. I just don't care about it. I'm going to go another round. We'll get a little bit of interest and big money for the next round, and then we can spend away. But no, Loop Hero kind of did... It did something new to the genre. It said, hey, all of you that love deck builders, you Slay the Spire fans, you Monster Train people, here's a new style of auto battler, where you now have control over a curated deck that you kind of create. Here's a bunch of upgrades you can get. Here's a roguelite version of that. And I feel like Loop Hero really did a lot to the genre in pulling new games in. You also have Despo's game is another one that I think it's fully released now too, but that's another one that's kind of doing it. There's a ton of these games out right now, and I'm not a huge fan of the Autobattler genre, so I'm struggling right now because it's kind of, that's what the big popularity is right now, and I feel like, you know, people want to see it. They want to see it. This is a popular thing, and I'm just not on board yet. So I like to branch out here and there, try some new things. I'm gonna take a swordsman probably. No, you know what? I will not commit to the swordsman. I'm gonna reroll. So I do want this corruptor because he fills out our ranger. Costs 4. Spawn 3 small critters if the corruptor kills an enemy. You know what? Freaking let's do it. Let's do it. So now our rangers, we have an 8% chance to release a barrage on attack to allied rangers. Cool. And then I will actually just go. So now we have another unit. Our I don't even remember what his name was all of a sudden, which is not a great look for me in any way. Here's another great thing about this game, dude. The music slaps extraordinarily hard. It's an insanely good soundtrack, and I think it's literally just a free music library. Because some of these songs I feel like I've heard before. Oh, dude, we are taking a little bit of heat. This elite is stronger than we maybe hoped for him to be. Our orange unit is taking damage. We have lost our orange unit. We have lost our other unit. I'm in rough shape here. I'm in really rough shape here. I'm dead. Okay. You know what? Good try. That's a good try. We did not build enough, I don't think, is the issue. So you know what? Screw it. Let's take a psychic. Small area that deals 13 AoE damage. We only get 1 unit to start, which is, I mean, obviously a little bit scary. But, let's make it work. Let's make it work. It does some damage for sure. I feel like I have to stay relatively close to these guys. We have to buy another unit, though, like right after this, or else we are going to be in really tough shape on this run. We can't have this be our primary damage output for the majority of the run. This will also be a good time to test. Do we do contact damage? We do. Okay, so we could do a little slam into enemies at the beginning here. Okay, you know what? Give me the double scout. So he throws knives. But let's go double scout, and we'll see if maybe we have something going with a little scout action. How are your knives? Oh, dude, they do. Okay, so they do chain to enemies. Did you kind of see that? When it fires, it's going and it's hitting multiple of them. So surprisingly, we actually have AoE in a weird sort of way. I don't think it would really count in the game as AoE. I mean, the white dude's attack is an AoE attack, but the knives are not AoE, even though they are. I think AoE is defined by if you do the square of damage, then that is an AoE attack. So really, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. We're happy. But let's build a little bit faster. I think I was a bit picky. So now we can go in a little bit more. So we can get another Psyker, which would give us the Psyker bonus, which is plus 10% damage and attack speed per active set to allied Psykers. So you know what, dude? Give me that. So now these guys are going to have plus 10% damage and attack speed. Right? That seems intelligent to me. And then we could... No, you're a sorcerer. You're a magician. Sorcerer, mage. Yeah, different things there. Do we need a cleric? Clerics do a little bit of healing. Heals a unit for 20% of its max HP when it drops below 50. It's probably valuable, right? We'll throw a cleric in there. We now have we got a 4-banger already. It's only like wave 3. We've got ourselves a 4-banger rolling. Let's make it work. I feel like our damage output is not terrible. It's not terrible. It could be better. It could be better. I'm also, dude, I'm freaking going in. Although we are taking way more damage than we probably would like to. And the healer, so our cleric, you can see how long his charge time is. But when he heals, it's decently effective for sure. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I'm playing a little bit risky just to get a little bit more damage output. We're finding ourselves slamming into the corners. Pardon me, this is a big wave. Who invited all you guys? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Give me some good money. I would love... Oh, this is actually very good. Arrows fired by rangers have the 40% chance to seek enemies and pierce. We don't have rangers. Healing effectiveness or knockback force. I guess we'll take healing effectiveness, but I don't love it. So give me another cleric. I think we probably want this dual gunner, right? So the ranger we're getting from the vagrant here shoots 2 parallel projectiles. You know what? Go for it. Go for it. We're building a lot of different stuff right now, and we have obviously a chain of 5 on our snake immediately. But I feel like our damage output is pretty high as a result of this. That little double shot that this new guy's doing, that does some freaking damage, man. I would love if we could get another ranger, right? Even just a basic archer to add to this. We could get the archer bonus for a little bit, and that would probably, like, our damage output would be very strong at the start. Let's try to make that work. Get a little wiggly with it, by the way. Okay. I will dig into... Oh, frick. It's another vagrant, too. I'm probably just going to buy all these. Yoink. Yoink. So, I mean, this dude is now... What the hell's the difference? 20%. 20%? I guess it's probably just faster, is my bet. Healing all units at level 3 is crazy, though, dude. I want the damn interest, though. Screw it. Just give me the damn cleric. Give me the damn cleric. We'll try to get him closer to a level 3. It's going to take a lot of time to get him to a level 3. You know, level 2, you just need 3. Level 3, you need, I mean, technically 9 in total to get to a level 3. Which is a lot harder. Dude, frick the green enemies. They're a pain in the ass. Yeah. Them. So with this is where I start to enjoy this game a lot more than other games in the genre. There's a legitimate strategy to the combat in this game. Because it's basically like, hey, when the green enemies spawn, we have to find a way to wipe out the green enemies before... Well, we have to wipe out the red enemies before the green enemies, right? Okay, so we do have a scout. Let's get him upgraded. And then Beastmaster. So he would get extra damage, spawn 2 small critters if the Beastmaster crits. Dude, it just doesn't feel useful to me. But, you know, our rogues would get higher crit chance. And so would the Beastmaster. So I guess it's probably beneficial to do this, right? Because by taking him, we're getting a higher crit chance, and he benefits from crit. So, let's do it. Let's do it. And then I'm gonna chill. So this is where we died last time. I think this run is in a significantly better spot than where we were previously. I hate that the elite is green. Like, you can go straight to hell with that. That's tough. It's extremely tough. Okay, he's red now. Take out... Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Okay, you know what? We're in good shape. I did slam my body into him repeatedly, and it actually was more effective. So who am I to say a word? This went fine. This went fine. Little close to death, but it went fine. So this requires enchanters. We do not have any. This requires warriors. We do not have any. Rangers and rogues. I mean, that's an insanely good upgrade for us. Okay. We'll take another scout. I will hit you with a reroll here. And so the cannoneer gives us a nuker, but it does fill out our ranger. I'm gonna be a little greedy and I'm gonna say no. Juggernaut. AoE pushes away enemies. Sounds pretty good. I'm not committed to the vagrant and the psyker. The psychic and the vagrant. Oh, dude, give me one more reroll. Okay, sure. I'll commit. So that upgrades him. And then we could take this guy. Creates a volcano that explodes the nearby area 4 times. It would give us an extra sorcerer. I mean, that seems okay. And then if we get the barrager back, we could fill out nuker. You know what? Let's lock that. I think that means that Vulcanus stays. If it doesn't, then oh well, right? We reevaluate this strategy in the future. The problem is we don't want to run ourselves too thin, but we also we have to form a strategy throughout the game. Like we can't just say, hey, this is the strategy we're gonna go with. And I will not take anything besides that. We may adapt and improvise our plan as we go. And I think you've probably seen that already. This is not good. Do not just needlessly throw yourself in the corner. I will tell you, this is significantly harder than the first level of the game. The enemies do... The way they spawn is a little bit more complex. In general, it's a little tougher, so it's something to keep in mind for sure. Okay, so this is where we take the Vulcanist and hit you with a reroll. Wow, okay. So more nukers, and then this guy's also a rogue. So I'm gonna take the Saboteur. And then I think we should also take another nuker, dude. But is the Pyromancer the one that we want? I'm gonna go with no. I don't think the Elementor is either. So I don't know what we actually want. I do want another Saboteur, though. And there's a part of me that's like, I want another freaking... I want another Assassin. Imagine getting the Rogues filled up all the way. Okay, we've reached our maximum amount of units. So we have to make a decision right now. And unfortunately, I'm going to not make that decision right now. I'm going to make that decision next turn. But I think we probably get rid of our Psychic and Vagrant. Even though they're good, right? We could end up filling out a Rogue deck here. And that could get really funky. We also have a long-ass snake, man. And the thing is, like, yes, it's good to have a long snake. Yo, I love that bomb, though. Did you see that? That kind of slapped. That kind of slapped. This bomb damage, though? Oh, my God. Okay. We've got something special. If we can continue to build this one and get the upgrades required, get these guys in a good spot. Oh, I'm feeling real good about this one. They do be a little smacky though. I do have to kind of run away. Unfortunately, as good as our healer is, dude, we probably will have to say goodbye to him in the future if we want to build this out as much as possible. So say goodbye to the Psychic and the Vagrant. I'm gonna do this. Dude, I'm gonna build that Cleric. I want that Cleric. Okay, Dual Gunner. Get that upgrade. So here's where we could go into the nuker category, is with Blade. Throw multiple blades that deal AoE. I just don't think it's the move. So we do have a Beastmaster. Let's keep him going. And another Assassin. We don't... I mean, this is a good thing, man. We would get Sorcerer and Conjurer set up. You know what? For right now, let's get them in there. We get these two active. So Sorcerers now repeat their attacks every 4 attacks. Conjurers 25% summon damage. Do I know what the frick that means? Absolutely not, but like it sounds sick. And for right now, let's roll with it. And I feel good about our damage output. I would feel better if we were like super melting the enemies. But on some waves, we do kind of super melt them. Our purple dude is very close to dead. He's very close to dead. We also lost our blue guy. Okay. So we gotta be a little cautious. When our orange and then the reds all go nuts, dude, is real freaking good. Oh, hey, they set up an entire freaking army over here. What the hell's that all about? Dude, I'm losing units again. Kind of like crazy. You spawned a lot of enemies. Okay. It's spicy. It's spicy. This is last wave, so don't be too concerned. Okay. Okay. You don't love that. You don't love that. Arrows fired by rangers have a chance to knock back. Projectiles that chain gain 25% damage with each chain. So our rogues do have some chain. Let's go for it and see what happens. I re-roll. So I mean, here's the thing, right? We can max out rogues. And I feel like we should. We get a cursor. We're so close to nuker too. You know what? Hit me with a reroll. Okay. Throw knives that deal damage. Plague Doctor. Oh, dude, we have to take this Plague Doctor. Okay, so we say goodbye to... What the frick do I say goodbye to, though? I don't know what to say goodbye to. What are you? You're the Voider. But you're also a rogue, so we need you. Sorcerer and Conjurer. Who is our other... This guy, who's also a nuker. Okay. I'm going to... I mean, this feels good to get those good. He's also a rogue. Frick, man. I don't know what the hell to get rid of. It's probably the cleric, right? Frick. Okay, we'll do it. It's bad, though. Like, I definitely feel weird about doing it. But I did it. So, we roll with it. Give me another reroll. So the Vulcanist we would like to have. So we go in now. I mean, we have a lot of upgrades going right now. It feels good. We get one more rogue and we're in really good shape. But I do worry that I have a lot of like good utility upgrades. And in terms of damage, I actually don't have the damage that we would like to have to win. So we're gonna see. I mean, there's a lot of like squares and circles on the screen. And whenever there's a lot of squares and circles on the screen, I feel pretty good. It seems like our enemies take like constant damage inside of these purple circles. So we could try to like force them into the purple circles, right? Like we come over here. Yeah, okay, that strategy is pretty sick, actually. That strategy is really sick. I can roll with that. I can roll with that for sure. Give me this Vulcanist. Get him upgraded and going. Give me the Beastmaster that actually like legitimately upgrades him. We'll also take the Scout. We're now 3 scouts away from a level 3 Scout, which does even more damage per chain and gains chains. Okay, that's crazy. And then I will continue. We'll get 2 interest on this one. Okay. All of a sudden, it's looking up for us. It's looking up for us. I think that we have to learn the value of the circle. Just like the Binding of Isaac, dude. You learn the circling technique early, you can get out of any room that you need to go into. Right? We put ourselves in a position, we're by our circles, and then we just sit and we circle. Dude, they don't stand a freaking chance. We took a lot of damage there, but you get my point. They don't stand a freaking chance. Come by my purple circles of doom. And then I'll melt every one of you that comes near. Okay, we lost one person in the process. We don't care, though. We don't care. We love it. Hit me with a reroll. The hunter's interesting, but I don't care. We could... You know what, dude? Roll it one more time. Oh, frick. This is an elite, isn't it? Okay, I'm doomed. We're not doomed. We're cracked. Did you see the damage output that we did to him? That was amazing. Okay, dude. We're cracked. We lost two people. We killed the elite. We killed the elite. We're good. We're good. We're gonna lose some people here. That's just the nature of the situation. The elite fights are hard, man. They're hard. Okay, amplify AoE damage increase. We do have quite a few of those. Yeah, you know what? Give me the AoE damage. That's fine. So we got 51 gold to spend. And I will dig into it. So give me... The clerics, they come back to haunt me in the end. Another scout? We're one scout away from a really good time. Who are you? A little pyromancer. Okay, so we could... We could get rid of the pyromancer. Well, we could add the pyromancer. Get rid of... Although now the plague doctor is very good, actually. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think that you... Okay, level 3 rogue is crazy. We love that. I think we're happy with the current setup. I do still, like, having rogues be maxed out sounds just totally absurdly strong. So what is not on rogue? It's basically these two bottom ones are not rogue. This guy's not. Vulcanist isn't, but he's on nuker. So we would have to get rid of... I think it's this guy, but then we lose the summon damage and duration and the repeated attacks. I think we should do it. I'm gonna take the Jester. It pains me. It does. You can also only go up to level 3, so we can't get more of them. Cannoneer? Who the hell are you? He's another nuker. Okay. What is this? Cursor? Cursor and rogue. Nuker. So our nukers right now... We could get rid of the Vulcanist to add a Cannoneer. I'm not sure why we would, so that's fine. Let's go. Max level rogue. We're about to see chain damage go through the freaking roof right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're melty. We're melty. We're like an ice cream cone in the sweet, sweet summertime, baby. We're melty. This is hot. And I mean it in a physical and metaphysical way. This feels good. This feels good. We did lose a unit, but it still feels good. The chaining is nice. Now, here's the issue, right? We're only on... I mean, we're like halfway through the run. So when do we make the decision to change out units? I don't know. We definitely... Oh, I should have unlocked that last time because we basically paid for a reroll. So Plague Doctor you take. Reroll. Host. Periodically spawn a critter. It's a no from me. Do we have assassins? We do. Yoink. Upgraded. Do we have a pyromancer? We do not. But he does nuker and voider. And then you are nuker... You are nuker and voider. That's our plague doctor, but we like the AoE. So we say no to that. Dude, it's tough, but like I'm gonna be really shocked, I guess, if a single one of these I want to get rid of right now. I think this is the run. Like, I think we are now just in like re-roll to get more of these guys to upgrade them. And I might be wrong, but I like this build, man. I like this build. I don't want to give up on this build. I think it's a winning build as long as I can keep the dodges up, keep the pogs high. You know, we keep them rolling through the perps as well. They'll take that constant damage. You know, you do a little bit of this. They charge, but they don't really stand a chance. They're gonna charge again here because we're gonna kill that green guy. I took a lot of damage. I took a lot of damage. Okay, we're fine. Ideally, we would be at a point where we are so strong that we don't actually, like, ever take damage. But it's understandable that that is not always going to be the case. Okay, we're at 14. I've dipped pretty low all of a sudden. I've dipped really low. What the hell we doing? That's fine. We got a bunch of upgrades. Nothing that actually affects our game, right? Because they were just... We're en route to a lot of 3s now. But when we get the 3s, oh baby, is gonna be freaking real good. It's gonna be real freaking good. I think as a whole, did you see that chain, man? Oh lordy. They do be smacking. They do be freaking smacking. When the chain hits just right and they all just implode, there's actually no better feeling in life. Like, absolutely no better feeling. I did lose half of my people, which is less than ideal. Luckily, we are still really strong, even with 5 of our people. If we keep our rogues alive, we're set. So all enemies take more damage. I mean, that's just great. 20% chance to create 3 secondary AoEs. No, you know what? All enemies take 20% more damage. I'm chill with that. And then you know what? Just hit me. Just hit me. Let's roll into the next one. I feel confident we can collect a frick load of money from this round. And then we're in a real good spot for the next round. Good amount of interest, and we can roll, right? We're looking for big upgrades next round, though. Possibly even getting a couple dudes to level 3, if possible. I know, it's scary. It's scary. The prospect of getting to a level 3, it's terrifying at heart, but I promise we can do it. The great thing about a game like this, too, so it was noted by the dev, when you beat the game, it's noted, but this game was made in 3 months. It was basically for, like, a game jam. I don't know if the dev plans to continue working on this. Like I said, it's really blown up in the indie scene right now. I know a lot of guys in the Wholesomeverse have series on it rolling right now and have been checking it out. I think that it's got, you know, a lot of interesting potential if they continue to add more stuff to it, right? You know, it's a really easy game to, I think... Oh, we don't have a Cannoneer. We have a Saboteur. I see the orange and I immediately... You know, it's a nuker. I get all excited when I see Cannoneer. It's a great word. But I feel like, you know, there's a lot of ways to do more with this game, right? You know, you throw in the new classes here and there. We're also spawning all these critters, man, and then they're going crazy. But you throw in some new classes, you throw in some new, I'll call them cards. I guess units is the best word to describe them. You know, you could even do some variable map type things. You know, areas you gotta dodge. I know that the goal is to make it an Autobattler, but, you know, the fact that it's an Autobattler with some combat mechanics in terms of the movement, they could really dig in and do more with the movement thing. There is definitely strategy in where you move, and I think that that's... I don't want to say it's underused in the game, because I don't... Oh, this is bad. I don't think it's the purpose. We died, dude. On the last wave. Damn it. That is not great. That is not, I thought we were chilling, man. I thought we were chilling. Frick. Anywho, that's going to do it for this episode, though. If you enjoyed this and you want to see some more SNKRX, I would be happy to play a little bit more and see what kind of other wacky runs we can create. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, liking the video, much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one. You have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.